Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are gonna make a little point of view wash video today. Hopefully the sound is alright. It's a little windy outside. We'll see what happens. I have the bucket set up. I have my Sunjo power washer set up, which isn't the best, but I got it off Amazon and it got here quick. This is actually my second one. The first one I left in the garage over the winter at my parents' place, and one of the lines still had water and it froze, cracked, and then water was coming out of the bottom. So bought a new one because the Amazon extended warranty didn't cover that for whatever reason. I've been using this soap, the Chemical Guys Watermelon Snow Foam Auto Wash. I was using their honeydew flavor before, switched to the watermelon. I haven't noticed any difference other than a different smell. Go ahead and grab the foam cannon up here. This is just a, I think it's just a regular Chemical Guys one off, again, Amazon. Got my Driven to Cure sticker on here. Nothing special there. Again, it works well. It's a torque. It mates up to the Sunjo. I can't complain. Got our wash mitt in there. Do I need anything else? This is my first wash of the season. We do. So I actually don't use wheel cleaner, if you believe it or not. I'm a purebred microfiber guy. Now, obviously, wheels aren't as sensitive as paint, so I'm not offended using a dirty microfiber. But I actually won't use wheel cleaner, which a lot of people do use, and I don't have any issues with. I have the Sonax stuff in the basement, but when you have wheels as expensive as these, just the peace of mind. Come on, no leaks. Oh, we're leaking here. The peace of mind, this is just a quick disconnect from Home Depot, believe it or not. Like I said, the peace of mind of making sure you're doing it right and just using soap and a little hand love. That sounds dirty. A little bit of elbow grease is the word I'm looking for. Feels a whole lot better. So we'll go ahead and get the power washer fired up here. Love my electric power washers because they're quiet. And I don't have to have a gas thing running all the time, which when you live or when you lived in a residential neighborhood, I still come back here to wash. This is my parents' place. It's nice to be able to be quiet. Alright, let's head over to the other side here. So what I actually end up doing, you see that snag? Dang, I'm a professional. So we'll go ahead and get situated here. Let's put a little foam down on these wheels. Perfect. Then we'll just take our microfiber here and work our ways around the wheel. Now, actually, I have a couple coworkers who make fun of me for doing this. They just use the Sonax stuff. But again, when you have wheels that are as expensive as these ones are, it's nice to have the peace of mind that you're not damaging them with harmful chemicals, and that you can just, clean them by hand. It really doesn't take that long. These wheels are fairly easy to clean. There's no complex pattern here. There are a lot of like little inner lips and stuff like that, but I mean, that really didn't take me that long. I usually will scrub the tires as well. I love these. I'm running Continental DWS all seasons. One, because they wear slower, and with a big girl like this, you want to wear them slower. But two, what I was gonna say is I love that there's a flat sidewall here. It takes the tire shine much better than my Pirelli Winters that just had like lines, and you can never get them to tire shine evenly. Got these all cleaned up. I'm not gonna do the barrels today. Usually you can just reach your arm in there, but just a quick wash for time's sake. So no barrels today. So I know some people skip straight to foam. I'm one of those that rinses the car down before foam, even when it's pretty clean like it is. And you'll notice the bead on the paint. I actually have the whole car treated in CarPro Hydro 2, which is a really easy power wash on, or rather spray on, power wash off coating that I'm a big fan of. No sponsor or anything, just a product that I really like. Usually I want to be washing the car in the shade, but it's 50 degrees outside today, so I'll take advantage of the sunlight. Of course, everybody's favorite part is the foam. All right, last little bit of foam here. So now you want to stand back and admire your foam and let it do its job. A lot of people, again, at this point will let the foam do its job and actually rinse the car and then foam again and wash. But because the car is not very dirty, I'm just going to go straight to my mitt. the trick to washing on cold days, if you don't know, and I'm sure you guys have figured it out, go inside. If you don't have hot water outside, fill your wash bucket up with warm water, and it'll make your washing experience much more bearable. What I find myself doing on the SQ5 is I'll pop the trunk and leave the trunk popped while I go and dry the rest of the car with the leaf blower, and that way all the water kind of drips out of the crevices back here, which we can chase with the leaf blower anyway, but it just seems to work really well that way. So we'll let the water drain out of there, and we'll go and get the leaf blower plugged in. So why use a leaf blower, you might ask? This is just my dad's leaf blower. It's not anything crazy. It's not designed for a car, but it allows you to move the water off the paint without touching it, which is important if you don't want to scratch your car. It's especially easy when you have a coating or a wax on your car because the water wants to move anyway. When you don't have a coating or something on there, it's a little bit more inefficient and you may be better just towel drying it. But it also just really speeds up the drying process, and drying is my least favorite part, so is whatever I can do to minimize my time spent doing that, I absolutely will. Now that we're all leaf blown, I'll usually follow this up with 2 microfibers, and I'll grab my Griot Best of Show detailer. This is my favorite kind of spray in between waxes or in between coatings detailer, and I'll usually spray the whole car down. In the interest of time today, because I'm on a little bit of a schedule, I'll probably just end up drying it, and wherever is like really dry, I'll go ahead and spray if it leaves water spots. But this probably isn't the ideal method if you're trying to avoid swirls, which I am. This car needs to be corrected again anyway. It's swirled from the winter and you know, the not ideal winter washes that we end up performing, so you do need lubrication when you run something over your paint, even when it's clean. The final step of every wash is, of course, shining the tires. I am, again, I wouldn't say I'm partial to any particular brand. I use Griots for my quick detailer, soap, and my tire shine happen to be Chemical Guys. I have some Sonax stuff in the garage. I've just kind of played with a bunch of brands, and this happens to be what works best for me. I really like my tires to look new. I don't like them to look like they're mirrors. So I'll spray down this cloth. You can tell I've been using this for tire shine for quite some time now. And we wipe down the tire, and you can see it's wet, like it looks wet. And we just run the microfiber back over it that way, and what you end up with is a black tire, but not a reflective tire. And that is my personal favorite look. One thing to just be sure of with this is that your tires are dry before you apply it, or it just wears off really quick. The final step is, of course, making sure your tips are clean. Apologies if there's wind here. I actually just grab some of my cutting compound, and I'll put that on the tips to clean them up. That does a really nice job, and it's really easy, and if you already have detailing stuff, you don't need to go buy metal polish. Although I suppose if you're a detailer, you probably have metal polish like I do. But if you have some sort of compound, that'll clean them up really nice. This is what they looked like before. And then like barely any elbow grease, it turns into that. And for interior detailing, if you do need to do interior detailing and you have Alcantara like me, I'd highly recommend this upholstery and Alcantara cleaner from Sonax. This stuff works really well. You just spray it on microfiber, rub it into the seats, and then it dries itself. It smells really nice. I'm not going to do that today because I didn't have a chance to vacuum first. Obviously you want to vacuum before you rub stuff into your seats. You're just going to have to put a ton of dirt in your seats. And then leather cleaner is buried somewhere back there, but I'll use the Chemical Guys leather cleaner. Griot's glass sealant. I'll use that CarPro Hydro too. I have some Patterson car care. That's really good stuff actually if you want to support that dude in blue. He has some great products. But yeah, this is the final product. SQ5 all cleaned up, looking really nice. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys. As wash processes go, mine is fairly simple. I'm not super complicated. But if you guys had any questions, if you guys have any questions or product recommendation or anything like that, feel free to drop them below in the comments. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this point of view video. Go out there and spread some positivity, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.